You check the expiration date on a carton of milk before you buy it, but you probably don't check the expiration date on the ideas in your head. For decades, the formula for a secure life was simple. Go to school, get a steady job, save a portion of your paycheck, and pay off your debts. Following that path today relies on a set of rules that haven't existed for over 50 years. In 1971, the United States government decoupled the dollar from the gold standard. Without a physical asset anchor in it, the nature of currency shifted. Money was no longer a store of absolute value. It became an instrument of debt. This chart shows exactly what happens next. When a government prints trillions of fiat dollars, currency not backed by physical commodities, the total supply spikes vertically. As that new money floods the system, the actual purchasing power of every dollar you hold drops right alongside it. Look closely at this threshold. By simply holding cash, savers are pushed straight into the negative. Meanwhile, those who owe money ride the inflation curve upward because the debt they hold becomes cheaper to pay off over time. This means the steady paycheck, the ultimate symbol of middle-class security, chains you to a currency system designed to dilute your wealth. Most people operate entirely within an external economy. Their financial survival is tied to job markets, corporate decisions, and the whims of their bosses. Even high-earning professionals are caught in this loop. A surgeon might make $1 million a year, but because traditional employees face the highest tax brackets, they keep a fraction of that income. They work harder, earn more, and take home less. There is an alternative. It requires building an internal economy, a personal ecosystem driven by a distinct set of skills, an understanding of the new rules of money, and total self-reliance. Many people confuse this with opening a small business. But operating as a solo freelancer or self-employed contractor often just means you've built yourself a new job, complete with heavy personal tax liabilities. Building an internal economy means deliberately removing the crutch of a guaranteed salary. When you don't have a paycheck arriving every 2 weeks, you are forced to become highly resourceful and acutely aware of how capital actually moves. If an employee loses their job, their financial world collapses. But when you rely strictly on your own skill sets, a bad external economy is irrelevant. You are insulated. Curious. While the standard advice is to pay off all your loans, people who understand this internal system actively seek out debt. Remember, the system is now fueled by credit. If you know how to leverage borrowed funds, the rules actually reward you. This scale demonstrates leverage. You use $1 million in equity to secure a $4 million bank loan, acquiring massive property using someone else's money. Watch the tax gauge. Because earnings are reinvested, depreciation offsets income, dropping the tax burden to zero. Over time, as interest rates fluctuate, that debt can be refinanced. You borrow at a lower rate, your monthly costs decrease, and cash flow actively increases. The exact same forces, debt and taxes, that suffocate a standard employee are the precise tools an investor uses to scale their wealth. When your financial foundation is built this way, the concept of a bad economy disappears. People who fixate on external factors spend their lives worrying about layoffs or market crashes. Often that fear dictates their decisions, trapping them in the exact situations they wanted to avoid. Operating outside the traditional system guarantees mistakes, but a financial loss isn't a disaster. It simply exposes a gap in your knowledge and tests your resilience. Every misstep provides the exact data needed to rebuild. A resilient mind takes the impact, pulls the pieces back together, and constructs a smarter, stronger strategy for the next attempt. You cannot predict what the markets, the corporations, or the government will do tomorrow. Your only real job is to maintain a strict internal focus, making you the primary architect of your own results.